us your names and the roles that you play.
My name is Darren Barnet. I play Kenji.
My name is Kiersten Kelly, and I'm the voice of Brooklynn.
All right. You go
I
first,
want to
Brett.
start with Brooklyn. Did you get a lot of feedback last year when people thought she was not coming back?
I didn't personally get a lot of feedback, but I obviously saw all the comments and stuff, and it was really exciting to just see everyone speculate what they thought was going to happen.
Uh-huh. And was anybody right, or?
I appreciate the creativity.
The fan fiction?
Yeah, I love it. Everyone's so enthusiastic. It's so awesome. The fans are incredible. Yeah.
Tell me about Kenji and your journey with him, because we've seen so much growth from him. We saw some angles, not so far away with your relationship with your father. How has a voice actor been for you to be able to go on that journey with him and see him grow?
Yeah, it took some research, trying to, fill the shoes of Brian, just in terms of like the energy that Kenji brings to the group as a whole. But he's also going through a lot of different struggles in Chaos Theory. Like you said, the relationship with the father, Brooklyn's death, the heartbreak, his relationship with Darius. There's a lot of healing, I think, that he's going through. He's obviously isolated himself in the middle of the mountains to rock climb, and I think he's dealing with a lot internally that he's not showing. So trying to embody that without being too melodramatic about it, and dealing with it as authentically as one can. So just hope I filled the shoes correctly.
I've been waiting to ask the fun question today, and here we are. Dinosaur pronunciations.
Oh man. Yeah,
Where's the one that you struggle with the most?
There's so many of them.
and I don't know. I don't even know what it's. Anaphalophosaurus, like something like that.
Yeah.
I could probably spell it before I can pronounce it, but
Yes. I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
Who was it that coaches you through that?
oh,
Our
the director.
Yeah, Serena Irwin. She's really great.
Encyclopedias. I don't know, something. The internet.
Would you like to give some buzzwords? We're getting ready for season 2. We're here at Comic-Con, and later on today, the world will be able to see a little bit. We got a little bit of an indication of what is to come. But what's some buzzwords you'll use for season 2 for the fans?
Chaos.
Theory. Mending broken hearts.
Growth.
Love.
Friendship.
Run. Fast.
Really fast.
Yeah. Action, packed, chaos, theory, October 7th.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's it like for both of you to be part of the franchise? It was a series really that's holding over, just this giant fandom of Jurassic World, and to be able to provide content and Easter eggs and characters that they can really latch on to, and between the newest blockbuster.
I mean, it's surreal. I said it earlier. I'm just like, I'm hoping Steven Spielberg knows who I am, And if you do, hey Steven, thank you for letting us be a part of the team.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. I think the fans are incredible, and it's really fun to see everyone's thoughts and what they think is going to happen. I think like I said earlier, there's just so much creativity because everyone is just so passionate about Jurassic World, Chaos Theory, and it's just so fun. I just love being a part of this community and a part of the franchise.
We've been talking a lot today about the extraordinary job the show does on representation of all kinds. And so I want to talk to you about how Brooklyn is going to deal with the loss of a hand and what that means to you in terms of representation and how your character handles that.
Yeah, in terms of how my character handles that, you'll see October 17th.
Okay.
For me as an actor with a disability, it means a lot to be the voice of a character with a disability and to be part of the franchise at the same time. I think there has not been a lot of representation in media, and growing up, I never saw anyone that looked like me until high school, and I never saw representation in media at all. It just wasn't an option. It didn't exist. So it's a very big deal for Jurassic to be including representation like this, and I think it's going to push the envelope even further for representation in media, in shows, in magazines. I mean, all of the above. And we only represent, I think, 3% in media, yet we represent 27% of the population. And anyone could become disabled at any time in their life, and I think it's really important for that representation to exist. So it's very empowering, and I feel very grateful.
Yeah, I definitely want to piggyback on that too. When you first signed on for the show, and obviously with just how iconic this IP is, did you ever think it would open up as many conversations as it is today, considering that at first you can easily label this as a kid's show, but it's become more of a household conversation?
I mean, I didn't know, because I don't think we knew where the story was going to go. It was just exciting, and I feel like as we've learned more about the story, it's been really great to be a part of that conversation. I think we touch on a lot of things that are very important in season 1, and I think it's amazing that we're able to do that on a show that is viewable for kids, teenagers, and adults.
Speaking of which, how much far ahead do you know about this? Obviously,
Leak it.
It's thrilling, mystery, behind everything. What's Brooklyn been doing, or do they kind of keep it in the dark as a series?
Oh yeah, we're kept in the dark. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with the next episode until we basically get to the studio. So that's fun. I love working that way. It always keeps it interesting, But you'll find out October 17th.
Okay, right. Well, your character doesn't know what's going to happen, so
No.
there you go. I'm always very interested in actors who do voice work because you don't have so many of the assets that you bring to a live action. So tell me, what makes a good voice actor, and how do you think about telling the whole story with your voice?
I think just being an actor and artist in general is all about being able to adapt and think on your feet. And what I love about voice acting is, one, we're blessed with an amazing director that she acts with us and really portrays another character on the opposite end that gives us something to be inspired by. But also just being open to play. It's supposed to be fun, and I think the more fun you're having, the better your character will actually turn out and be relatable to an audience. So showing up, being open, being vulnerable, and being able to adapt on the fly is what it's all about. It's fun.
Absolutely. I'm a vocalist, so being in a studio is like home to me. So I know how to also use my voice in that way, and from my performance experience from being a vocalist, I really tried to take that into the studio with me when taking on this character, and it was really fun to develop placement, because you use your body so much as a vocalist and you use your body a lot as a voice actor. So that was really fun to explore the similarities and the differences as well. And yeah, it's fun to play. That is my favorite part about recording the episodes, is you just have so much room for creativity and to try different things.
I was literally about to come to you for that question. So because you addressed a lot about what I was going to ask, can you talk about the maturity of the two professions, from voice acting to obviously being an artist, understanding how to really range between the both?
You're asking, say that again?
I would imagine, coming into voice acting, your approach with it ain't the same as just pure artistry and singing or vocaling.
Oh.
So, just wondering, how did you understand the maturity between two?
Yeah, so being a vocalist and being in the studio a lot, I knew how a microphone worked, and I knew where and how it would pick up my voice.
Can you talk a little bit about that? I don't think I've ever heard anybody like describe that.
Yeah, it's
knowing
just-
how the microphone works.
Yeah, like how close to be, how far to be, and also the tone of your voice, and when to put like more of an emphasis on different things. And yeah, I think having that experience of being in the studio as a vocalist, I was able to feel more comfortable since this is my first big job and first voice acting job. I'm really grateful to have had experience in a studio, which yay, you know, so I think there are a lot of similarities, and it's just, for me, I think about when you're a vocalist, you have things sit in certain areas in your head, and you support your body in different ways. So when I would go into the studio, I would take that into consideration whenever I would do whatever scene that day, because I can use a lot of my body to help get that across. Yeah. So it was very fun.
Amazing. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And you gave a shout out earlier to Steven Spielberg being that so much fun. When into the animated series, how much you guys love your characters now to take a jump to live action?
Sign me up.
Yeah,
I
let's
would
go.
love
It's a
that.
lot of running.
I get asked that a lot if I would be interested in doing the live action of Brooklyn, and yes, absolutely.
I will break into Universal, right into Amblin Entertainment, and try to get an appointment with Steven right now to make it happen. So
Hey, what's up?
let's go.
We've been hearing from everybody so far about what a collaborative environment exists in the show. Can you talk about what some of your experiences have been in bringing your own ideas or your own language to the characters?
It's so much fun because the director, the whole creative team really just lets us play. Obviously, you know, there's a respect you have for the writers in the script and the original, you know, ideas that they have, but they've let us really run with it. So there's a lot of ad-libbing and improv that's made the cut in the show, and I think they allow us to do it on purpose because they want it to seem authentic, and they allow us to really go there. So it's been an absolute blast. You never know what you're going to get every time you go in the studio.
Absolutely, and I feel like the writers are also very collaborative with the cast as well, and they're really open to how we might see things when we read it and how we feel as the people taking on that character. I think it's really collaborative. I think the entire cast is amazing, and it's been so fun to work with each other, and I think we're really able to bounce off of each other in the studio, which has been so fun.
Are you recording together? Do you record together or no?
We've recorded as a group a few times.
A few times we have.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, I've done this show from a studio in LA, from a closet where I had to make my own soundstage. I've done this in Budapest in some random basement while I was filming Gran Turismo. I've done it in Australia when I was doing Anyone But You. I've played this Kenji role all over the world. It's been wild, but it's so fun. Yeah.
I've only recorded in LA, so way cooler than me.
Crazy.
Well, since you brought up your other works, just to mention Blue Eyed Samurai really quick. Congratulations on the success with that.
Thank you so much.
Is there something about these volatile environments with your voice acting roles, even going back to Skull Island now into this, is it something about these environments that sort of excite you, that sort of puts the vocals to a test?
Oh, of course. I'll tell you, they call it walla, you know, and it's the grunts and the screams and those, and I actually have to do those all at the end of a recording session because fun fact, I get very bad hiccups.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, if I have a screaming scene, I have to keep it to the end because I get mad hiccups.
I did not know that. That's so funny.
So I keep all the screaming, all the exertion of a certain line to the very end because I will get hiccups and I have to stop. So it's always interesting. But yeah, these action-packed stuff, it's exhausting, but it's so much fun.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. It's my least favorite part.
I
I think we're done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It was a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys too.
Nice meeting you.
Regulars.